Edith, good morning to you. Thanks so much for your time. I was under the impressions that G20 countries were on top of this kind of banning of wildlife trading. It seems it's not the case. Just briefly, how bad is the situation?
Yeah, good morning. Certainly, the situation is not as rosy as most of us tend to believe, just because these are developed countries, largely. We've looked at a range of laws in relation to extraction of animals from the wild. To what extent are these animals protected? And of course, across the many G20 countries, there are so much inefficiency in terms of many laws, for instance, allow the extraction of animals from the wild and keeping them in captivity where they are used and abused. In some countries, some animals actually, like in South Africa, which is just back home here, animals are farmed as food, they are farmed for entertainment, they are farmed for their bones. So you would expect that these countries would actually be on top of their game in terms of protecting animals, but that is not the case. But we also, of course, have good examples like India and in some instances in Brazil, where some laws actually protect wild animals.
Edith, speak to me about South Africa quickly, especially as far as South Africa going as far as to ban captive lion breeding. It seems the government is moving in the right direction. Is enough being done, though? You're saying that the system is failing, but it's a very broad statement. Give me one specific where the South African government can try and do something here to at least lead the way in protecting wildlife.
Yeah, of course, as you're aware, South Africa is one of the, I think, the biggest countries, the biggest exporters and really leading country in terms of farming and really raising wild animals out of their natural habitats. But recently, was I think on the 2nd of May, after a lot of outcry, both from internally in South Africa, but also globally, finally, the South African government came out and announced its intention to ban commercial trading, breeding and trading in lion products, that is bones and other derivatives which are used in Chinese medicine. Of course, that is a positive step in the right direction, and it's a move that we highly commend. But of course, there's a lot to do in terms of how South Africa can really take leadership beyond its own borders. It should also take leadership at international level and, of course, at the African Union level to ensure that some of these initiatives that have been taken at South African level should be extended to other countries. And we believe South Africa is one of the only voice at the G20 can actually take the lead and call upon other G20 countries to support a global ban on wildlife trade.
Yeah, it's very important as well, remembering that South Africa, one of the only African countries on the G20, can certainly try and take this argument forward to those big countries who are making and helping make these decisions. For the moment, though, Edith, I'm going to say thank you very much in speaking to us. It's a much bigger issue than we can unpack just even in a single interview, never mind a single day. It's a much bigger problem. Edith Kabasime, World Animal Protection. She is the Wildlife Campaigns Manager.